Smiling Friends is an animated TV show created by Adult Swim, Michael Cusack, and Zach Hadel, or Psychic Pebbles, of the YouTube channel Oni Plays. The show was a huge step for YouTubers who wanted to break their way into the film industry, since its positive reception proved an internet style of humor could make something actually enjoyable and not just lame and cringe-inducing. It's also fucking insane! Season 1 premiered with Desmond's Big Day in 2020, then continued all the way in 2022, getting notoriety for how ridiculous and unpredictable the show is with both its humor and its rapidly increasing amounts of art styles. You can have a 3D render of a tree standing in the same room as someone modeled to look like one of the Looney Tunes characters, and it's fine, because that's Smiling Friends. And after a couple of years and a trip to Brazil, the gang is back. A single episode premiered again, but we don't have to wait 2 years this time, just a month and a bit. For now, though, we've got Gwimbly to talk about, and I don't even know if fans of the show care about this, but I'll be spoiling the episode. Gwimbly's not actually the name of this episode, by the way. It's actually called Gwimbly Definitive Remastered Enhanced Extended Edition DX 4K Anniversary Director's Cut. So that gives you an idea of what the show is like. What also gives you an idea is what this guy looks like. I adore that he's modeled to look like a character from a shitty console game, because that's literally what he is. After losing relevance, Gwimbly's boss refused to make any more games with his character, so the poor guy's out on the streets. Pim and Alan agree to help out, and you get this hilarious little animation of Pim losing his fucking mind over getting the chance to make his hero smile. This show hasn't changed, man. It really hasn't, and it becomes even more apparent with Gwimbly's boss, who's basically just the devil from last season. Like, sure, he's evil and all, but he still has to deal with running a company, so there's this extended bit of him having to reassure his employees that the new character shooting at his desk with a laser was just an accident. Anyways, Gwimbly refuses to kiss the boss's chicken nugget, so he leaves with Pim and Alan while the boss and his new laser robot chase after them. Meanwhile, Charlie's hanging out with Glep, who I'm now realizing has not done a single Smiling Friends mission for the entire show. Neither is Alan, now that I think about it. This is his first one. That's weird. Anyways, a big scary guy comes through the front door and starts ripping the place apart for no reason, and you get yet another example of the villains turning into normal guys in awkward situations with Charlie's goofy-ass cartoon gulp. After that, though, two very important things happen. Charlie dresses up as a maid, seemingly out of his own volition, and then the guy rips his nose off. Not a great day for Charlie. Pim and Alan try to get some of Gwimbly's old friends to come back for an independent game, but his old villain has a family now, including his wife, who moves so fucking erratically that it scares me, and his sidekick, Mr. Millipede, is dead. Rest in peace, man. And then his grave gets blown up, which is just cruel. The three race back to the Smiling Friends HQ and find Charlie there with his psychopath client, who immediately murders Gwimbly's boss. The stories meet and end in about 15 seconds. It's like the Renaissance men killing Grim and Gnarly in Season 1. It just catches you off guard so hard. In fact, nearly every episode ends like this. Season 1, Episode 1, the Bliblies have crucified Alan. Desmond exterminates them within a second. Season 1, Episode 2, the TV executive won't let Mr. Frog back on the show. Mr. Frog eats him whole in like 2 frames. Season 1, Episode 3, doesn't really have this, so it doesn't count. Season 1, Episode 4, the monster from across the bridge is at the Halloween party. The people rip him apart and eat his flesh. This one's actually pretty long, though. They really make you sit through it. Season 1, Episode 6, we've spent the whole episode with Mip. He's a stalker, and the gift is a bomb. It's a staple of the show. Let's stop there. So after this, the crazy man, who I don't believe ever got a name, smiles, completing Charlie's mission, as we all learn that all he needed was to kill someone. Gwimbly links up with the CEO's laser robot and makes his own new game, and the boss finally returns to call back to Pim's story at the beginning by going fucking psycho in front of all of the Smiling Friends. That's it. That's the whole episode. I think this is a fantastic return to form for Smiling Friends. The biggest criticism I can level at Gwimbly is that it doesn't really give us much that's new. It is just more of the same. Like, that ending with Mr. Boss is pretty much the exact same bit that ended Season 1's premiere with the strange TV creature breaking out and screeching at everyone, but I can't deny that it still makes me laugh. The worst thing the show could do is stop being funny, and that hasn't happened yet. Plus, even more animation styles are an absolute treat. There's not many comedy shows that can make you lose your shit by just looking in the background. Each episode playing out like a YouTube video really works because it allows the animators to just throw something on the screen for no reason because they think it's a good bit. I also gotta compliment the voice acting. It's easy to forget that the 4 Smiling Friends are actually just Zach and Michael Cusack. Like, Michael is playing both Pim and Alan, so in their plot, he's literally playing off of himself. So yeah, it's still great, you should still watch it. I'm not gonna give a rating to the episode because, as usual, it's just a 10-minute fever dream, so I'll go back to Invincible on Saturday, then patiently wait for the rest of the season in May. And I hope to see you then. Bye now.